And that's the thing that worries me. Now, I don't know what your stance is, but where do you think this goes? Because my initial reaction to your change in tone was, I'll agree with you that the right's been saying crazy shit forever. But to me, the left has also been saying crazy shit forever. And now you, the person that for the last year, 2 years, whatever, was the eminently reasonable guy, has suddenly become the face of ratcheting up the tensions. Now, because I have an algorithm running in my brain that says it is inevitable that we will end up in either a war with an outside power or at war with ourselves. Just the math of how empires fall is just, it's undeniable. So it is an inevitability from my standpoint. And what just happened with the assassination attempt, you became the face of, we just ratcheted that up.
So my goal is to make people realize that it has been ratcheted up. The assassination attempt didn't change much. If it felt like it, it's because you haven't been paying attention. Not you personally, or maybe you personally, but just in general, that like the things have been getting crazier and crazier and crazier. But because we have a way to navigate the world and not see the impacts immediately of these crazy things we believe, we're allowed to be crazy and not realize it for longer periods of time. There was a, did you watch that Chernobyl miniseries?
Yeah.
I think, what was the name of the main character? Some weird Eastern European name.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
But yeah, he mentions at the end when he's breaking down how the reactor ended up failing. He says, there's a quote that he has where it's like, every single time you lie, you pay a debt to the truth, and eventually that debt has to be incurred. And I think the issue right now is because of how abstracted all of our beliefs are, that debt, we're running on a lot of credit, right? That if two people were to step outside and one guy were to say, I think you can eat a rock and be totally fine, and another guy were to say, I don't think so, that is a belief that will exist for a brief moment in society until a person eats a rock, and then it's done. You're done. That belief is gone. You don't need to worry about it anymore because you can immediately test it, and you can immediately get feedback, and you can immediately see it's not good. But there's a couple of issues in society today. One has to do with how abstracted everything has gotten, that magic box thing I talked about, to where if somebody tells you so, there's a very common belief that phones are always listening to you and recording everything.